Biodiversity includes all the various forms of life on Earth. It is sometimes referred to as the web of life, which can be divided into three parts: genes, species, ecosystems. Genes are special codes or instructions found in all cells. These codes give organisms different characteristics that determine the way they look and also behave. Have a think about the genes you have in your body. Which one of your characteristics could they have influenced? Genes determine if you will have blue or brown eyes, or big or small fruit. Genetic diversity is at the individual level and makes every organism unique. A species is a group of organisms that can reproduce. Although we may not think of it, we see different species as we go about our daily life. Try to think of 2 species you may have seen today. Could this have been a cat, a dog, or a bird? Or of course the human race? Planet Earth supports millions of species. Currently, there are over 375,000 known species of plants that produce flowers and 15,000 known species of mammals and birds. An ecosystem is the nature and environment in which species live. There are many kinds of ecosystems on Earth. Some are very familiar to us, such as the forest, mountain, or marine ecosystems. Biodiversity is referred to as a web of life because many organisms, plants, and animals interact with each other. The relationship among species is an important part of biodiversity. A food chain is a sequence of who eats who. The usual order of a food chain is sunlight, plants, herbivore, omnivore, and carnivore. An example of a farming food chain would be green grass and flowers that use sunlight and rain to grow in a field maintained by farmers. Cows would graze on the grass. These animals rely on the farmer for food, and in turn the cow would provide dairy, meat, and leather for farmers to consume. Sometimes the cow's poo, also known as manure, can be used as a fertilizer, which helps crops grow. This is a single example of a food chain. Farmers living in different areas have different climates, landscapes, plants, and animals. They adapt growing practices to local conditions. However, all farmers rely on the services of the ecosystem. Think about how you could experiment with biodiversity concepts in the classroom or schoolyard. Perhaps you might want to grow a crop or two and observe the effects of the weather. Take note of insects interacting with the crop and who the consumer might be. Don't forget, farmers wear gloves, sunscreens, and a hat to protect themselves from the sun and chemicals.